We are standing now on the battlefield of the Third Battle of Winchester, which was fought September 19, 1864. This battle was known in the north as the Battle of Winchester. In the south, it was called Third Winchester. In the early afternoon of September 19th, around noon, General George L. Beale of Norway, Maine, was leading the 1st Brigade in the 1st Division of the 19th Army Corps. He positioned his old regiment here, the 29th Maine Infantry. The commanding officer of the 29th Maine was William Knowlton of Lewiston. Earlier that morning, shortly after the men awakened, Major Knowlton went to two captains, Whitmarsh and Turner, and told them, "Gentlemen, do not be too absorbed with your companies, but please look out after the entire regiment today." Well, they queried Major Knowlton, "Why? You're the finest officer we have. What makes you say that?" He says, "Gentlemen, I will die on that battlefield today." The foes of the 29th Maine in this battlefield were troops from Georgia, Louisiana, and Alabama. They were partially hidden in a gully about 100 yards from where we're standing. Major Knowlton ordered his men to fire at the Confederate flag because they couldn't see the heads of the men who were firing at them because they were pretty well secluded in that gully. Men wrote that the field was full of puddles of blood and it was a ghastly appearance. So a great deal occurred in this field on September 19th, 1864, and a great deal of Maine blood still rests in this field. As Major Knowlton was dismounting his horse, he went to speak with the colonel of the 47th Pennsylvania. As he got off his horse, either a shell or a bullet entered his neck, and he began to bleed profusely. He was brought to a mill not too far from this site that we are currently standing on, where he succumbed to his wounds the following morning. Now, many soldiers would have a premonition of death. It isn't unusual to have a premonition of death on a battlefield. But we also have his letters. And all his letters to his wife Harriet are signed, "Love, William," except the last letter he wrote. That letter, written just a few days before the battle, was signed, "Goodbye to all, William."